What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Fly Network's Top 10. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 wrestlers. These are my favorite wrestlers. It's a personal opinion. It's not really about stats. Well, a little bit stats got to do a little bit with it, but not overall. It's just the ones that really made a lasting impact on me, and that's my favorite wrestlers. So, yeah, the top 10 wrestlers. And before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be up to date on all our videos. But without further ado, let's get right into it.
Number 10.
At number 10 is Booker T. He's one of my favorite wrestlers because, well, off bell, he was, if I ain't mistaken, the first black champion. But also, he just, stood out above the rest and always stuck in my head. So I always like Booker T for that. And he was a clean wrestler.
Number 9.
Kurt Angle got a spot because he's just one of the best villains in my opinion. Mr. Tootie Goody Two Shoes, almost couldn't get it out, was just so dynamic and so different than all the other ones. And he was a real clean wrestler too as well, like real performative. But it's just something about Kurt Angle that's always stuck out to me.
Number 8.
The King of Hardcore, Mick Foley, is one of my favorite wrestlers. I mean, he wasn't super dynamic, but it was just something that he brought to the table that nobody else could ever capitalize off of. And for him to be like not really in shape, but be able to hang with the best was always something that I admire about Mick Foley.
Number 7.
Shawn Michaels is always one of my favorite wrestlers, or always should be in everybody's top 10. He was so dynamic, got so much charisma. Used to love his theme song. I ain't gonna bust out into song right now, but that guy was cold, man. And I met him in person. He was really dope, man. Real cool guy. I kind of feel like I should have put him higher, but I couldn't see him being higher than nobody else on the list.
Number 6.
Triple H was one of them villains that ushered in a new era of like you kind of root for the villain at the same time don't like him, especially with the dynamic between him and all the other wrestlers, especially with DX. I was about to say DMX, God rest his soul, but DX was one of the best sagas of wrestling ever, and I used to love the dynamic between him and all his other people.
Number 5.
Say what you want about John-Cena, about how crappy his rapping is, about how his gimmick is kind of nerdy, but with all that being said, John-Cena really ushered in a new era of wrestling for me. Like at a time when I wasn't watching it, he made it back entertaining, if you will, and I gotta appreciate the guy for that, man. And also, he's cool.
Number 4.
There would be no SmackDown if it weren't for The Rock's laying a smack of down on so many candy asses over the years. The Rock is one of the best entertainers in the showbiz ever, It's a shame I couldn't put him no higher on the list because I just feel like the other people deserve it more than him. But The Rock is just so dynamic, so cool, and you gotta love the guy, man. Shout out to him.
Number 3.
Undertaker might be a controversial pick over The Rock as number 3, but I just feel like Undertaker done so much in the industry, and he was just like one of the most dynamic wrestlers of all time. Even when he switched to that riding a motorcycle thing, he still was like one of your favorite wrestlers. Like you can't say that he wasn't. He was just so cool, man. You gotta love the Undertaker.
Number 2.
This pick might really piss some people off, but Goldberg was one of the only reasons why I even tuned into WCW. Like his dynamic story and the way he used to just pulverize everybody used to make me like Goldberg and make me like WCW just a little bit. Like look at the way he just dominates, man. It just was unheard of in my opinion. Here go a couple honorable mentions because there's so many wrestlers. You got the Big Show. You got RKO, Kid Shamrock, man. Love Kid Shamrock. Ric Flair. Woo! Eddie Guerrero. Owen Hart. Hulk Hogan. Macho Man Randy Savage. And Sting. If I'm missing somebody, let me know in the comments.
Number 1.
The baddest SOB alive, Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's no way I could put anybody else as number 1. Like, this is the best wrestler in my opinion. He made wrestling so much fun with all the little beasts he got into. Even when he turned into like the anti-villain for a minute, you still rooted for him. And don't even act like he wasn't walking around saying what. Like, I feel like he stole that from Jericho. I feel like he was saying that first. Like, Stone Cold just did it so much better, man. Like, he was just kicking so much ass, man. Well, that's my top 10. Let me know if I'm missing anybody in the comments below. And subscribe and, you know, do all that good old YouTube stuff. If I'm missing somebody, for real, let me know in the comments below. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.